Every office needs lots of storage. Wait, up here. There's no better way to store stuff than with a nice loft. Let's go back in time, head to the sawmill, and I'll show you how I made this. I actually used up most of my nice pine logs when I made this office right here. This timber frame post and beams, these all came from this pile of logs. So now we're left with some real scrappy looking guys. But this log will work just fine to make some floor joists out of. Before we cut the rest of our joists, I want to make our 6x6 beam that will tie into our timber post. This one right here. I cut this timber over a year ago, and so I just want to clean it up on the mill to straighten it and brighten it up for this job. And now we're going to make the rest of our joists out of this other scrappy looking piece of pine. First thing I want to do is cut the mortise into the post. And I'm no joinery expert, by the way, so please take it easy on me in the comments. But if you do have any tips and tricks, I'm all ears. Naturally, we've got a knot right in the middle of our mortise. All right, so this will be our mortise, and we're going to go in at least 4 inches, maybe more. My plan is to use a blind mortise in order to connect the beam we just cut to the post. If you don't know what a blind mortise is, don't worry, I'll show you in a bit. First, I simply mark the location of the mortise and then scribe the outside with a chisel. I drilled out as much material as possible with a drill bit and then chiseled the rest out. This post is already installed and it's supporting the ridge beam with the help of some other stuff. But if I screw this up, there's really no turning back. It'll just turn into a hodgepodge patchwork job after that. So I really don't want to screw up here. By the way, this is an entertainment video only, not a how-to video, if you haven't figured that out already. There it is, the blind mortise is cut. That knot up there really gave me some trouble, but we got through it. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. Tenon time. Time for a test fit. See if we can get it in there. Whoa. Ah. Big white pine's not very heavy compared to some others. Okay. So fits. Oh. Oh. Now what do I do? Grab a clamp or something. About a 1/4 inch all the way around. All right, I've shaved it down. We're gonna try again.
You were meant to be together. Think you'll make the perfect pair. It won't be happy ever after.
What the hell am I doing?
You're gonna get just what is fair.
Oh, there. Well, now what do I do? Oh. Danger, danger, danger.
You go and bother him, he's gonna leave you blue. The echoes of the past will come right back to you.
Wow. What I want to do is put 2 dowels in here, which will tie this all together and keep it so it can't separate. 2 and 4, all right. That's gonna work good. Trying to whittle these down so they'll slide into those holes. This is something I don't have great skills with, obviously. Okay. That one's pretty good. Oops. See how she goes. Getting pretty tight. I don't know, man. We're through. Okay. Now you can see why they call this a blind mortise. The mortise cut doesn't go all the way through the post, so you can't see the tenon from the other side at all. I did this because there's a wall on the opposite side that would interfere with the tenon coming out the other side of the post. Looks good on the visible side. I didn't do a very good job back here. This is where my pre-drilled holes didn't line up. Luckily, you're not really going to be able to see this side because there'll be rafters and a bit of a wall here, so that'll be hidden, which is great. But otherwise, this looks great. These things are solid. This thing now cannot come out. So now we got to work on the other side, get it shored up, and then we can build our wall and the rest of our loft. This thing's doing 2 things for us. One, obviously this is going to be a loft, so it'll support some weight, but also it's keeping this wall from spreading out and separating because it's going to be tied to that pole. Right now it's just a few screws holding it in here. So now I'm adding these 2x4s under here so this downward weight will push into that and I'll have more to work with so I can tie this whole thing together with nails. I could use a lag bolt, we'll see how it goes. And that way this thing will all be solid, it can't go down, it can't go out. That's the idea, so let's do that. You can see how I sandwiched this in here. This thing is sandwiched, nailed from both sides. It's sitting down on this. I also toe nailed it in. It can't go that way, it can't go down. That's what we want. This is the support I put in. It actually ties into both sides all the way across. Much stronger, and this is what everything's tied together into. All I've got left now is to put some trim on it, but man, this thing looks pretty nice. My name's Dan McCright, and you're watching Mac Jackal. Bye.